Hello, everyone. Um, okay, so the order of the show was changed up a bit. Um, we're going to have Wilson and Nick McGee go second, and we're going to have Pfizer and Weston go first. But other than that switch up, the rest is going to be the same. T for dinner. Thank you for the follow. All right, before we start, I'm going to run an ad really quick, and we'll get right to it after this. All right, we're back. We're going to head to transition here. Had the wrong thing. There we go. Hey T, how you doing? Thank you for the follow. So while we're waiting, do you guys want SPS? And um, if you want SPS, I assume. Where is it? Here it is. All right. I'm going to assume you guys want like 15 starts all the way or something like that. Gonna refresh Weston one more time. Perfect. All right. I was just about to ask that question. I'm not sure what's going on here. This is not a division match. This is all friendly matches. Going to ping Weston, see what's going on here. We will wait a couple more minutes, and if we don't hear from Weston, we're just going to move on to the next one, which will be 7-Page Wilson and Nick McGee. Correct. Did Weston ever confirm that he was being moved up? No, he never confirmed. So for now, we're just going to skip this match. I'm sorry, Visor. But yeah, we're gonna switch and just head to the next match. So the next match will be 7-Page Wilson and Nick McGee. Let me get that set up. Alright, both players are online. Perfect. All right, let's get the seed. I don't. Did I generate a seed? I don't think I did. No, I did not. Let's get that generated. So your seed is Delta 1, 6 Alpha, 1 Bravo. We'll have that pinned. What is the level select? Oh yeah, you guys said 18 all the way. Oh no, that was the previous pair. I assume Wilson wants 12. Perfect. Hey Lucas, how you doing? That is correct. I am in silver right now. However, I am not signed up for any divisions at the moment. I'm taking a comp break. All right, perfect. Level select is 15. Wilson is ready. I'm going to assume the seats are ready. Oh, you want to play friendlies after this set? I think there's one more slot left, but won't be until later in the night. All right, both players are ready. Let's get started for game number 1. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So the slot that's available at the moment is it's the 5th slot. So that will be around 8-ish, I guess. Oh no, sorry. That would be 0 UTC. I'm thinking 8 o'clock my time. So Wilson starting off with 9,600 points, multiple jail dependencies, trying to fill them in. There's a pesky hole in column 5 for Wilson, trying to get access to it, but these pieces are not helping Wilson. Lombard dependent Wilson, Wilson in a bit of trouble here. Hangs a long bar, and that's going to be a top out for Wilson. Wilson topping out. Not sure what the score was, but with Nick McGee having a score of 65,000 or now 84, that's enough. That's definitely enough. Wilson says that he topped out at 12, so that's definitely enough. So Nick McGee, you get game number 1. GG's. Yes, we will increment. That's fair enough. I get that. The thing, oh, Lucas, the only thing that is the only problem is that we would need a commentator, and I don't know if M's gonna be available by then, because he was the one that volunteered initially. I'll get you updated on that. Oh, perfect. All right. Then we'll have Math do it. All right, both players are ready. Let's count it down. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Oh, Math beat you to the punch, 7. Oh, failed tuck for Nick. Or Nico. Let's go and do the right thing though and just build from row 2. $193, Nick McGee. Wilson, 4100. Trying to get Tetris ready. Taking some safety burns here. Wilson. Nothing wrong with safety burns, especially at this point of Wilson's competitive Tetris career. I believe I've talked to Will. If memory serves me right, Wilson has been playing NES Tetris for a while, but has taken a break for a little bit. He's finally back, and it's great to have him back. Wilson has been contributing to the Tetris community for the past couple months. He has been quite active, taking a lot of streams from CTL, taking some CTL streams and all that. Yeah, it's great to have Wilson back in the scene, and I'm excited to see what Wilson can do. Wilson currently at 16,000. Nick 72. Oh wow, we are pretty close. Hey Code, how you doing? Oh, Nick topping out at 72. So Wilson, you're in a chase down. Your target is 73. You have plenty of time. Lining out would be, or is, an option. Wilson trying to not make too many dependencies here. Yeah, computer if you can find like a webcam, any webcam, that works. If you have a MacBook, or I don't know if this is specifically a MacBook thing, but if you have there is a way to connect your iPhone camera to OBS, and I don't know if that's only a Mac feature or that's an OBS feature, but that's something you can look into as well. And it's not only for MacBooks either, it's also Android phones also works as well, so definitely look into that. So Wilson hangs a long bar, hangs another long bar. This is not looking good for Wilson. Yeah, Wilson's going to top out 39,000. So Nick, you're good for game number 2. GG's. So, you don't use OBS, then I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how to help you then. I am a roller. I can do consistent, 20 hertz. But if I really need to push it, I can do 30, but that's kind of an iffy thing for me. But believe me, my even though I can roll fast, my stacking needs serious help. We got a ready from Nick. We got it ready from Wilson. Let's get started for game number 3 at match point. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. I'm not sure if you did, Corios. But nonetheless, welcome. I can do consistent 15 hertz and push to 17 hertz. Yeah, I heard that's good. Oh, overshift of the L and J and a square just completely destroys Nick's board. Trying to get it back under control here. Nick in a very dangerous situation. I don't know. Okay, something gets to the right side. Nick's still in trouble here. But in the meantime, Wilson's going to be topping out at 32. So even though Nick topped out pretty early, Wilson topped out even earlier. And that's going to give Nick the third game and the set. GG's. I didn't even get a chance to look at Wilson's board and even look at what happened. But nonetheless, GG's to Nick getting the dub. What time is it? It is 6:23. So thank you guys for coming out and playing. We are going to get ready for the next set, which will be Weston and Visor. Take 2. So Nick McGee is in bed. M is in bed. Everyone's in bed. That's funny. This feels like deja vu, guys. Come on, Weston. I know you can make it. You literally just text us. Alright, we got a reply from Weston. Weston says give him a fuse, so we will give him that. I believe this and that is still in chat. Or he was anyway. I know he wasn't going to be able to watch the entire stream. He had some other things to do, but yeah, there's definitely a possibility that this might be going up more quickly than he was probably anticipating. Visor warming up, has a column 3 well, needs long bar. Yes, long bar. The well is still established. Oh, a lot of J's. 9 out of 10 situations, seeing those J's are like, it's like, it's a miracle. It's the most fortuitous piece you can get, but in this situation, it was a death sentence. So, Lewis, not Lewis, Math is my game with Lewis in the queue. It doesn't look like it. I believe that's going to be the... Looks like that's going to be the 5th slot. Weston is live. Let's refresh. Oh no, that's still true. I'm still going to be versing Snowy. But it's going to be the match before Snowy. I didn't think I'd be doing 2 matches today, but I am pumped. Let's go. I don't have to sign up for a div to compete with people. Perfect. Thank you so much. So, do you guys want same B sets? If so, I'm going to get that. So your seed is 58, Charlie 7, Bravo 7. Oh, nice. One of these weeks, man, we gotta do a rematch. Our games are always good. Looks like we got a Weston fan here. Both players are ready. Let's get started for game number 1. Visor, Weston. It's the rematch of the rematch of the rematch. Let's get on. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So, Visor still waiting to get his first Tetris of the game. Weston going to do some burns here. Is Tetris ready though? Tetris for Weston, 47. Visor takes a double, then a triple, then a single, and another triple. Brings him up to 26. Double for Visor. Triple. Unfortunately, that center well for Visor is not Tetris ready just yet. Now it is. Now waiting for long bar. Finally, Visor gets the first Tetris of the game, 58. Meanwhile, Weston currently at 104. Ooh, undershift of that long bar for Weston. Oh no, hangs that long bar too. This looks like it's game over for Weston. Nothing can get over to the left side. Yeah, that's going to be it for Weston. Weston's going to top out at 106. So Visor, you're going to be in a chase down. Your target is 107. Oh, Visor going all in here. Is Tetris ready? Just needs a long bar. Going out in style, and that will do it. Visor wins game number 1. GG's. I finally made my short. Like as in a video, you mean? Nice. We got it ready from Visor. And we got it ready from Weston. Weston's elo has been threatened. Will he be able to defend it? We'll find out. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. The players are off. Good opener for Visor. Same opener for Weston as well. Visor gets a Tetris. Creates a long bar dependency. Gets a triple. Not getting any pieces to flatten out the stack. Kind of problematic. Good good vision to adjust that T to accommodate that incoming J. Excellent adjustment. Visor currently at 76. Weston 75. Very close so far. I'll definitely look at it later. Weston doing well, has a single line of garbage. Gets rid of it. Oh, I don't think that's what Visor wanted. Lays the bar flat. Oh no, hangs the square. And hangs the long bar, and that's going to be a top out for Visor, topping out at 126. So, Weston, you're good for game number 2. Wait, did I give... Oh, yeah. I gave the points to the right person. Alright, it's a tied set. We got it ready from Visor. And we got it ready from Weston. It is now a best out of 3. Who will get the 1 point advantage? We'll find out next. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. The next TNP show will be this upcoming Tuesday. It's the TNP show will always be every Tuesday. Today was special because why not? Why not have an extra show this week? At the moment, I'm not going to be doing 2 shows a week too often. Simply because like the time restraints and adulting. Stupid stuff like that prevents me from really putting a lot of time into this, but at the moment, doing a show once a week it's perfect for me. Visor currently at 97, Weston 37, and earlier in this game, Weston did have a nice vid setup and gets the Vits. Love to see it. What's her face would also would love to see that. Shirley? No, not Shirley. I forget her name. Visor 150. Weston 63, currently in the dig. That long bar will do wonders to put Weston in the Tetris ready state and gets the long bar for the Tetris. 89 Weston. Double for Weston. Clean boards for both players. Weston has a bit of a staircase on the right side, but is clearing up, getting the right pieces to clear it up. Parity, though, kind of problematic on Weston's side. It was resolved for a second for Weston, that parity on the right side on his board, but fortunately, just getting a lot of SSZ pieces that are just destroying the parity on Weston's side. So Weston had a J dependency on the right side, fills it in. He gets the Tetris soon afterwards. Currently at 187. Visor 239. Both players are just past will pass the halfway mark pretty soon. Oh, Weston, a bit of trouble here. Long bar, perfect. And the well back open. That was a very dangerous situation for Weston, but Weston was able to handle that perfectly, getting the perfect pieces as well. A little bit of luck there, but also skill. So Visor in a bit of a dig at the moment. Visor 308, currently 91 lines. 297 Weston. Visor again dig, but was only triple ready. I thought Visor was Tetris ready. Was not the case. Visor almost out of this dig here. Access, Visor has access as well. However, creates a long bar dependency. Nice J tuck there. Long bar dependent again. Yeah, no good place for that square. It's going to need to. Visor's going to need to burn that away. Oh, Visor going aggressive here. Has a Tetris ready well. Gets a long bar, but board is kind of messed up. S spin gets it. Needs a long bar to recover this board here for Visor. Weston kind of getting high here, but we've seen Weston get out of these situations before, so let's see if Weston can do that again. Double flip of that S is going to create further complication. Oh, and Visor tops out at 374, and Weston does as well at 361. So Visor gets this game by a little over 10,000. Very good game. We got it ready from both players. Let's get started. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Can Visor close it out? So, Visor with already a Tetris on the board. It's the second one of the game. 49. Weston doing some burning here. Currently at 3,400. Oh, I don't know if Weston wanted to do that. Just trying to put that piece in. Actually, I don't know what Weston was trying to do there. Interesting. That definitely looked like a misdrop, though. Visor currently at 97. Weston 77,000. Weston with the delayed burn. Oh, hangs a long bar. Weston gets a second long bar. Board not really accommodating. Oh no, misrotation of that J is going to it's just going to destroy Weston's board, and Weston's going to top out at 80k. So Visor, you're good for game number 3 in the set. GG's. So the next match will be Math Wiz and This and That. Let's get that set up. Oh, I pinned the wrong thing. Oops. Let me unpin this. Trying to go for the seed. There you go. All right, the seed. The seed is 51-148 Echo. Okay, yeah, let me refresh you. All right. We got it ready for Math Whiz. This is going to be putting. It's going to be putting the seed in. Okay, so the first game is going to be 15. Yes, lovely weather indeed. This is everything good? Oh, okay. I spoke too soon. All right, let's count down. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Sorry, I should have waited at least one more second before I said that. This currently at 19,200, so a single Tetris. Now I have to switch my brain to make sure that I'm saying the correct transition, the correct line transition correctly, and a couple other things that I definitely mess up when matches go back and forth between level 18 and 15. So this currently at 44. This up high and is digging. Currently at 46, hangs the J. That's the single. That's the last burn he can do, and tries to get the long bar to the left side, but hangs it. This topping out at 48 flat. So Math Wiz, you good for game number 1. GG's. Yes. All right, let's get started with game number 2. Math has a 1 game advantage. Let's see if this can change that. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. See what I did there? This currently at, or I shouldn't do a score update. The game literally just started. A lot of long, Math was getting a bunch of long bar spams right there. This currently at 23. Math Wiz 46. Multiple dependencies. Math Wiz is going to try to fill them, but it's not going to happen cleanly. So Math's just going to burn this away. Nice. J and T to clean it all out. Currently at 51. This at 50. Long bar. Tetris for this. 69. Hey now. And Math 109. Math wants to get to the hole at the bottom, but oh, this is going to be topping out at 70. It looks like this hung two long bars. And that's going to be it for this. Very unfortunate. Honestly, I didn't even see what happened of this. I didn't even see what happened. Oh, I see. All right. Level 15 is level select. Let's count down. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Oh, I meant to start an ad before this. Son of a biscuit. I always see it every time I start a game. So, players starting off pretty evenly. Well, it was even for a second. That just from math brings it up to additional 20,000. Or puts him in the lead by an extra 20,000. So, Math Wiz currently at 59. This 44. No place for that square for this. Going to have to throw it to the left side again. Nice flat bar. That's fine, T. Just let me know. T flat burn, and then a long burn flat. Oh my gosh. Long burn flat. No, I'm not saying that right. I can't remember the term for that particular type of burn. Huh. Oh well. This currently at 61. Math 159. This doing some digging here. Math's board is accommodating. This is getting his board to an accommodating state. Tetris for Math Wiz 218. This 67. This is Tetris ready 87. Yeah, that's unfortunate. We'll try again next week to get you in, definitely. And also too, like, you guys can also chat before I actually, do the sign, or I post the sign up, the sign up posts. You don't have to wait for me to start, chatting. You guys can DM each other and stuff. This currently at breaking 200k. Mathwiz breaking 300k. Mathwiz has some work to do. So both players are nearing. Well, at least Math is reaching the level 16 transition. It's not going to go in cleanly though. Tetris for Mathwiz, one line until level 16. Math is going to go into level 16 at 335. This trying to get this board under control here. Long bar is thrown to the far left for Math. Well, finally open for Math just in time for level 16 transition. That's only 4 lines away. Meanwhile, Math already level 17 here, but board kind of dirty and kind of definitely needs immediate attention, especially the middle of Math's board. Long bar would be good for math. Math on level 18. 368. This early shift of that J from this looks troublesome, but unable to get that long bar over, or not long bar, the J over, and this is going to top out at 279. So Math, you're good for game number 3 in a set. GG's. Excellent pace from Math. Oh, hang of that piece though. That's going to be it. Good score from Math. And 279 for this. Pretty good as well. As I set up the next match, we're going to go into an ad. We'll be right back in 1 minute. All right, let's switch and let's do the transition here. We got it ready, or we don't have it ready from anyone. I don't know why I was going to say that. Let's get... Imagine that Lucy was really March this entire time. Alright, I'll refresh you. Oh, I see. Yes, Coverdale's is ready to do the match. Coverdale's is ready to go. Wouldn't that be... Oh, wait. Do you guys want SPS? Yeah, yes, SPS. I'm actually doing this thing called reading chat. For some reason, I'm just becoming like hypnotized by Tea for Dinner's profile picture. I don't know what it is, but I'm hypnotized. But yeah, the seed is Alpha 5 2 Charlie 3 0. What time is it? Okay, we got it ready from both players. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. This is the first time seeing T play. Not sure what T is capable of. This could be T's first match, for all I know. Deep double well, going to be taking some burns. T. Going to be taking some burns. Long bar for T. 21. Mart's 39. Yeah, stacking's good so far for T. Mart's currently at 78. Ooh, early shift of that S for Mart's. Going to take a nice double to resolve some of the issues from that misdrop. Mart's is going to clean it up though. Mart's needs a long bar. Not getting it. Able to get a long bar overthrow. Or Mart's did end up getting a long bar, luckily, before that would have been drought. Could have killed him. Tetris 4T 105. Mart's 125. Good game for Mart's so far. I find that Mart's does really well in 15. Nice adjustment for Mart's. Oh, is he rolling? What is T's playstyle here? Playstyle is roll, that is correct. So definitely has a mechanics advantage, but Mart's has beaten many players that can roll, including myself. So just because you can roll doesn't mean you can beat Mart's. Mart's is always you can't sleep on Mart's. I say that every time I commentate his matches. Like, you just can't. Like, Mart's is too good to do something like that, you know? So T currently at 142, Mart's 246. Of course, EP one game after a match. That's what the Tetris gods wanted you to do. Not that you need to perform well in the competition, but of course the game after. T going dirty here and aggressive. Gets the Tetris dirty from row 4. Takes the triple. Taking all the right burns. 178 T. Mart's 350. Mart's. So Mart's has been playing very well this game. Mart's not happy with that placement of the long bar. But taking necessary burns. Mart's on level 16 at 354. T does the Corion thing. Cleans up the board at the bottom. 192 T. Mart's 395 building is not Tetris ready yet. Going to use that long bar to get Tetris ready. And Mart's finally gets the Tetris. 417 on level 17. Mart's. Excellent game from Mart's. Mart's on level 18. T just starting level 16, currently at 221. Mart's 447. Mart's gets the Tetris, and on level 19, Mart's goes. Able to get that long bar over. They know what to do with that Z. Gonna try to burn here. I think that was a phantom burn from Mart's. Mart's board kind of in trouble here. I don't think. Okay, getting nope. Hangs the T, and that's gonna be it for Mart's. Mart's stopping out at 500k. So T, you're in a chase down. Your target is 501. T just about to reach the level 19 transition here with this Tetris. T is off to level 19. Board is clean. Is Tetris ready? Taking a double. Has to use a long bar to open the well. Gets the Tetris. 354 T. Now the Tetris 4T 380. T 408 building. Oh, I didn't know what to do with a couple of those pieces there. Gets a long bar, gets the 5 tap. Gets a long bar. T's going to need to continue to burn here. Well reopen. Still not touch ready. Building though. Gets the T over. Is Tetris ready? Gets the long bar. Tetris 4T 449. This chase down is looking possible. Alright, T's going to take the triple. Double long bar dependent. T. Oh no, this is board falling apart for T, and T's going to top out 465. March survives game number 1. GG's. That was scary. We're going back to 15. We will be incrementing the seed. So the first 2 digits of the seed will be incremented by 1. Perfect. All right, both players are ready. Let's get started for game number 2. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Mars starting off with pushdown points here. This is definitely a common thing to do for Marts. Or I should say, it's a common thing that Marts does, I should say. T, a bit of trouble here. T still in trouble here. Long bar dependent on the left side. Gets a long bar. Able to get the L over. Trying to reopen this well. T gets a long bar, but is not going to be able to fill in the dependency. T takes a double. Bring this board back down. T still in the T's board is still kind of precarious. Yeah, this is not looking good for T. T needs very specific pieces, although rolling is probably saving him from dying at this point. Long bar. No! T's going to top out. 42. No long bar came, and that was the death of him. Topping out at 42. So, Marts, you're good for game number 2. GG's. All right. Ready, C7. Seats confirmed. Let's get started for game number 3 at match point. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Let's see if T can come back from the unfortunate early top out. So, these players started off. Kind of complicated at the moment. Though both of these players could not start off cleanly and have been mostly digging this game. Just not getting the right pieces to resolve a lot of the garbage RNG that the game was throwing at them. They're both handling it in their own ways. They're both getting the job done. However, I believe Martz is being a little more efficient in this case here. So Martz currently at 107, T 74. Martz with multiple jail dependencies, able to fill one in. Touches from Martz, 147. T 77. Oh no. Couple misdrops from T. This is recoverable. Double for T. A triple for T. Jail dependent again, T on the right side. I'm going to turn it into a T dependency. Oh, am I completely missing everything on Mart's side? I have been focusing more on T actually. I gotta get some updates on Mart's. What has Mart's been up to? Mart's currently at 227. Martz has a lot of digging to do as well. Doesn't look happy about it. I mean, who would be? So both players are 2/3 to the level 16 transition. These pieces suck for both of these players. They can't get anything going in this game. But T does have a clean board at the moment. Tetris for T, probably the first in a while for T. Meanwhile, Martz almost has this down. T would be I was expecting Martz to use that T to reopen the well, but decides to hold off. So Tetris for Martz 280, T 168. Tetris for T. This is a very good game so far. The long bar dependent, T. Mart's on the level 16 at 319. T still has 4 lines to go. Now 3. With that Tetris, now T goes to level 16 at 209. So Mars with 130 point lead. But we've seen what T is capable of on level 19 speeds. T is really going to need it for this one. Long bar for T, 274. Mart's 393. Mart's at level 19 at 423. T is only 4 lines away from level 19 speeds. With that Tetris, T on a level 19 speeds, 346. I'll hang at the of the L there. Long bar would be for plugs it with the J. Gets a long bar. Gets the 5 tap. Finally fills the long bar dependency T, currently at 363. Meanwhile, Mars 492, but just about to break 400k again. Second game in a row for Martz. Another excellent game. Mars playing it safe though, burning. Doing a lot of safety burns here. Oh, and had a T-spin set up, but the T did not come. Double from Martz, jail dependent, fills in with long bar. Martz trying to get this board back to Tetris readiness. No good place for that Z. Or S's, pardon. Uh-oh. Undershifted that S, and Martz's board is falling apart, topping out at 511. So T, once again, you're in a chase down. Your target is 512. .512 is the score needed for T. Come on, where's this long bar? Long bar comes one piece too late. Okay, well reopened. Plugs the well again as soon as another long bar comes. Oh, that's painful to see. Couple missed drops. T trying to fight this board. And it's not going to be enough again. T is going to top out, shy by a little over 10,000 points. Wow. Wow. So close. So close. GG's from both players. Great performances. Great performances. Okay, so what we're going to do this time is what we did yesterday. So we're going to have our guest commentator come on, and this time it's going to be Math. And thank you, Martz, for the bits. Thank you, Martz, for the bits. I appreciate that. So I'm going to get Math on a call here, and we'll be right back.
All right, let's see. Okay, we are live. Then I guess I'll ask if the chat can hear me. All right, let's see. Can the chat hear me? All right. I'm getting the okay from Nico. I will assume that means we're good. All right, cool. So, hello everybody. You're hearing the voice of MathWiz100. Okay, that guy who always ends up in every episode of the TNP Show. And we're here for the exciting match between Lucas, the challenger, and of course our very own beloved host, Coverdale. All right, I don't know if you two already coordinated SPS and level starts. Because I don't know. Okay. I assume you want a little bit of a warm up as is, so yeah. Looks like Lucas has to refresh his setup as is. Just having a little technical difficulty, so you got a little bit. You got a little bit to warm up. Check here. Man, that's wild to see at 800k PB now. I swear you were at like 600k when I first started playing it. That's You've really progressed. Yeah. When did you get your most recent PB? May 13th. Okay. July 13th. Okay, I was gonna say that looked pretty recent. So, skipping entire 100k increments is quite wild. Well, at least in the days before people were skipping million point increments at a time. But I'm thinking back to the pre-rolling era of, always a steady climb. You go for the max out, then the 1.1, then the 1.2, etc. I can still remember the days of first watching Tetris about 4 years ago now. No, almost 5 now. But I can still remember the times when getting anything more than a 1.4 was absurd. So those 100k increments really meant a lot. I still have this. They do. But, all right. So we got both you and Lucas going through a warm up here. And take a moment to have a bite of my mac and cheese, which I speedily made in between playing 2 sets ago. This one. Yeah, I agree with you, Nico. Rolling is, well, I think technically speaking, certainly one of the harder things to do. I still think there's the importance in, pacing and stacking, knowing what types of spins and tucks you can do to maintain your board. And perhaps most of all, just getting comp plan. I think there's certainly a value just going and playing comp matches. I agree. W to the mac and cheese. Coverdale has beaten me to setting up a seed here. So I'll assume then SPS will be the case, and then Lucas, if you wanted to confirm what you want to do for level starts, coordinate that real quick. '18 starts. All right. I'll assume that's good for Coverdale, so that I got a yes on that front. All right. So whenever both of you are ready, we can get this one going here. The seed has already been generated. Should be 6-9. Hey now, DB, FD. So. Here, we got the ready from Coverdale here. All right, we got the ready from Luca as well. So let me count it down here. Good luck to both of our competitors. Starting in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. All right. So it looks like we are off and running here. Ooh, an awkward flat placement on the long bar out of the gates here for Coverdale. Yeah. Assuming. Okay, yeah. A little bit of a late start from Lucas here, but now off and running here. All right, so here we go. An early dirty Tetris here by Coverdale. So yeah, tries to quickly deal with a couple of miscues there, but just working around here, figuring things out for the moment. Lucas trying to make some nice stacks here early on as well. I don't know too much about Lucas TNP history. Let's see if I can maybe find a little bit of info. Let's see how things play out for both our competitors here. Coverdale got a little bit of a head start here on Lucas, but right now he's at 60,000 here. Lucas at 31,000. So right now Lucas with a pretty clean board here. Coverdale's still trying to get to a little bit of a hollow there at the bottom of the board, or might just play around it here. See how these two decide to push each other early on here. And looks like Coverdale is actually going to set up one off the bottom. Oh, good for a triple there. Actually, well, more than one off the bottom, but Coverdale's still setting up regardless. And Lucas having to temporarily close off the well here, looking for some L's and J's to maintain the board, and we'll find at least 3 of those to work out. And there's going to be a Tetris for Lucas, who is still a bit behind on lines here, but ahead on the scoring here. 90,000 for Lucas at the moment, 83,000 for Coverdale, who had to draw back the T piece and then the Z piece as well, but did manage to come up with the Tetris here to retake the lead for the moment. And oh no, another flat long bar that did not go, I think, how Coverdale's wanted it to. Now climbing up the board, and Coverdale's, unfortunately, he's going to top out here early on at 107,000. Lucas at 120,000 is good for game number 1 here. So Lucas taking the early 1-0 lead here on the set. All right, so Lucas, you're good to top out here. You are ahead in the scoring here, so yes, Nico, I do see that. It is it does say 2-0, but it's okay. I know it's 1-0 here. And let's see, I'm trying to do a quick look up here. All right, so yep, Lucas, whenever you're ready, feel free to increment your seed and go right into game number 2 here. Not sure what happened there at the moment. Not sure if Lucas is running into a glitch or... Okay. Looks like Lucas has adjusted the seed. Alright. Should be good to go here for game number 2, so let me count it down for our competitors here. So here we go. Starting in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yeah, there might end up being a bit of a delay on your end, Lucas, or at least that's what that would go along with what I saw in game 1. So, but no worries, just try and play through it here. We'll adjust as best as we can here. So just keep an eye on what's coming through the chat as well. Don't worry about when I'm verbally counting down. But all right, both players more similar time starts here for game number 2. So, all right. In between games here, I did take a quick check here to see what Lucas' history was, and apparently found out that Lucas is Lucas setting for a Vitz here early on. See if he can find that here real quick. And Coverdale's running some early trouble actually, so intrigue on both sides here. And no, that's going to be early top out here for Coverdale's at 30,000. So Lucas, you can hear this, you need 31,000, and Lucas is already going to be well on his way there, getting 1 Tetris, and now just a few thousand points away. Lucas, that Tetris will put him through, so unfortunately some more moments here not quite going Coverdale's way. So as a result, game number 2 will go to Lucas. So GG, Lucas. Whenever you hear this, you are good to top out. You're already ahead. Coverdale washed? Nah, it's okay. Coverdale's just having the same types of issues that I ran into on Tuesday. You know, sometimes you just want to jump into a Tetris match, because sometimes you just run into a bit of a mental block, or you're just not quite, well, in Coverdale's case, you're not quite in the roles, I guess, the way you want to be. So it's hard to play at your best level of performance time in and time out. I think a lot of the top players like Alex T, Fractal, I'm sure you guys know who's at the top. They almost make it look robot-like, the way they can just come in time and time again and just play at the top of their game. But it's tough. Consistency is, I think, one of the most valuable things you can have in competitive Tetris. All right. Coverdale's taking a quick moment to warm up, but yeah, Lucas, whenever you're ready, feel free to increment your seed here, and then just keep a look for when you see the countdown occurring in the chat, and just play off of that. Since I understand your stream is going to be a bit offset from what's actually happening. I mean, from what I can tell, Lucas, you certainly have you've certainly made a little bit of a history early on here in TNP, but I can talk about that after the game starts. So, all right, looks like Lucas is ready to go here. It looks like Coverdale is ready to go. Assuming everyone's got the right seeds here, so I'm going to first hit the countdown on the chat. So again, free to start heading, Lucas, and then for everyone else, let's count it down. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And let's go underway here for game number 3. All right, looks like we are off and underway here. Or, at least will be in a moment here. Lucas is still going to have a little bit of real-time delay, but we'll just work around that as need be. Right. Early on here, Coverdale knocking down a couple of Tetrises here. Just trying to play low, clean stacking here as best as you can. Well, I was perhaps optimistic thinking here. Although Lucas started you out on my end, so may have. I am not sure where this. Okay, looks like Lucas is. Looks like we had a bit of a delay here. Lucas' feed might come in a bit glitched, but based on what Lucas is saying on the chat, he's indicating that he topped out around 48,700. I guess we'll see this play out in real time here. Lucas stacking pretty cleanly here early on. Let's see, a couple of burns here for the moment. 1 Tetris, 2 Tetrises. At least about to be 2 Tetrises. I might be seeing a bit ahead of what the rest of the stream's seeing. So Lucas at this point, 47,880. So yeah, I think one more burn would do it here. So let's see what's going to happen here. It looks like Lucas is going to get exactly one more burn. I think I already see what lines is. So we don't have to like piece together the puzzle of how this played out. But yeah, it looks like Lucas did get that one burn about 15 lines high, and that last single did put Lucas ahead of Coverdale for game 3, which means yes, a refresh would probably be needed on Lucas' end, but at the same time, I think Lucas no longer has to worry about any stream issues because he's good. That was game number 3 for Lucas. So GG's there.
That was the most saddest game I've ever played.
Yeah, I mean, hey, don't beat yourself up too much, Coverdale. I think I mentioned in chat, I was pissed off about my loss on Tuesday to I believe it was Marks, because I had the early top outs in games 3 and 4. But sometimes people just have bad days. Luckily, you're going to get a quick chance for redemption here as we have Snowy coming in to face you in just a moment here.
Let me write this down here.
Guess we'll check to see where Snowy is. Yeah, Lucas, congrats once again to you, and best of luck in Silver. I saw that you did not too long ago get a promotion alongside M149 from Bronze to Silver, so hope that goes well for you, Lucas. Oh my goodness, I can only have so much chaos at a time here, Lucas. I guess we'll take a moment here to find Snowy and set up for the next match here. Alright, so I don't believe Snowy is in chat right now at this moment. we will quickly find him, I hope. Alright, Snowy's saying that he will need about 5 minutes, Coverdale, so if you want to take a little more time here just to work through the Tetris bugs.
I am playing this damn seat again. The hell if I'm going to go out at 34,000.
That's fair. That's okay. 34,000 is still 34,000 points. You know, it's not the dreaded Club Zero.
Something I've noticed too is that double flip sub is a real issue for me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how many different controllers you have on hand, but maybe that might help here. 'Cause sometimes, you know, I found that some days I have to use certain controllers just depending on, I don't know, depending on how well they're getting my inputs in.
Yeah, this is the perfect time to just, oh my gosh, just to warm up and see how everyone's doing. All that stuff.
Absolutely.
So how's the weather?
How is the weather? Well, out here in the loveliness of eastern Pennsylvania, it's been up and down at times. Past few days, I guess it's been a relatively good stretch. I've always been more of a winter person than a summer person. I generate a lot of heat naturally, so I don't need more heat to already be out and about. But yeah, there's certainly been some interesting weather patterns.
Right.
I've been trying to make the most of it, get out when I can. Well, when I've been able to. I believe, as I had noted, I don't remember if I noted to you, but recently moved from one location to another. So, particularly, I moved back to my hometown, and that happened this past Sunday, just 4 days ago. So, that combined with getting a new laptop has meant that my entire Tetris availability has been all over the place. Like, this is technically the first commentating I've done in about 2 months.
Wow.
And then the last competitive division I played in was the last one that you played in. So, I've been trying to. I mean, I probably could play in a comp division again soon, but I've more just been preparing to get my occasional tests in by just playing on your show, and certainly been fortunate enough to find an abundance of quality players to go up against on your streams. So, needless to say, I've been grateful to get to be a part of the TNP Show's, I'm saying it's the 4th or 5th episode now. So it has been quite an experience so far. And Snowy is live, by the way, so whenever both of you are ready, you can start, or I guess you two can start figuring out what you want to do for SPS and seeds.
We need to go on break really quick.
Oh, ad break, yeah, that's fair. Yes, don't want to be interrupted by the lovely Twitch system. think I'm allowed to say anything negative about it. Twitch is a perfectly balanced and problem-free platform.
Oh, absolutely. They are the gold standard of that. Yeah, I haven't thought about getting a new controller to fix my double flip issues.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Oh no, I was just gonna ask, do you just have the one controller right now?
I do have another one.
Fair enough then.
Because I thought it was just my doing. I thought I was messing up. Oh. Let's get to see it.
I put one in the chat. I don't know if. Oh, I can pin these too. How about that?
2127.
All right, cool.
0D? Yeah, 0D.
Yep. 2127 0D. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. All right, looks like Snowy's got that inputted in. And looks like you are ready to go, so let me count it down. Good luck to both of our players once again here. And let's get it going here in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And so here we go. Both players off to good starts here. And it is once again time for our beloved host of the TNP Show to put his well-kept ELO on the line here. And this time against a familiar opponent here, as both Coverdales and I probably remember all too well, crossing paths with Snowy Tetris, who I think is a pretty good player in his own right. I had to face him in the same division that Coverdale's did, the now ancient Silver 42. And I can say from personal experience, Snowy is certainly an admirable player. I think I lost 3-1 to Snowy both times, so certainly someone who can put up a fight here, and I'm sure we'll see exactly what Snowy is capable of here on 18 play, and maybe even 19 play if we're fortunate enough. Alright, but early on here, Snowy racking up a few touches here to go to 76,000. Coverdale's with the clean stack right now. It's going to take a Tetris and go to 61,000, so both players staying within a Tetris of each other early on here. And not all too much to note here. Both players stacking relatively well. Stacking on the higher side here. Coverdale's having to close the well just as one long bar comes, but manages to reopen it in time for another long bar to get the Tetris. Snowy here also had to briefly close out the well, but just taking some smart triples here, trying to keep the stack on the lower side here. I think Coverdale had a triple there, throwing the long bar into column 3. So here we go, back and forth. Now it's 2,000 points separating our players here. Coverdale 116,000, Snowy 114,000, and pretty much equal on lines as well. So we're certainly getting to see both players playing quite efficiently here. But now Coverdale's having to block out a little cave going on there on the left side, whatever you want to call it. But slowly burning it down to re-access that left side of the board, and never mind, throwing another long bar there. So we'll see how Coverdale's navigates around that. Meanwhile, Snowy not quite Tetris ready, just one amino off, and now getting the pieces here and stacking perhaps a bit high here, but Snowy making it work and just taking the triples as needed. Now runs into a bit of an awkward situation on the left side of his board. And Snowy, suddenly having a lot of dependencies here, and this board is climbing for Snowy, and Snowy is going to top out at 192,000. So Coverdale, you need 193,000. 193 is your target. So that was an unfortunate sequence of events for Snowy Tetris. And just one dependency led to another, and before you knew what was happening, so that was over. But so Coverdale is about 35,000 points away here, so 2 Tetrises should be enough to give him the game 1 victory, and he gets one of them here. So Coverdale now 181. He needs 193, and he is set up for what would be the game clinching Tetris. Now the question is, will the long bar arrive in time? And long bar is not arriving right now, so Coverdale is trying to play it well here. Just take the singles and doubles where he can find them, but long bar is still not arriving here, and this is an insane drought right now, but long bar does finally come here to end the sequence, and so Coverdale's will get the Tetris to give himself the game 1 victory here. GG's. Man, yeah. The game really held itself out there. But Coverdale's is good here for the first game, so alright. So get the seed increment here. Looks like both players are already ready to go here for game number 2, so I'll count down again here. Starting in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And looks like we are off and running here. Alright, looks like we got the JT opener here. Certainly a bit of an interesting one. Both players taking it a bit differently. And Snowy with a bit of an awkward hang over on the L piece. But then I want to say that was a Buko spin. I don't want to mislabel my spins here, but Snowy trying to throw some stuff over there around the misplaced piece. But right now, Snowy's board is going to be a bit of a mess here early on. Meanwhile, Coverdale's cruising through here to take 2 early Tetrises. And as we go through our first 10 or 20 lines here, as I always say on my own restreams, I hope everyone is doing well on this fine Thursday here. Certainly nice to be here on a Thursday for the TNP show. Certainly do enjoy the Tuesday staple, but at least in the case of this week, Thursday was certainly a pretty casual day to have some nice Tetris. I always like to think of Thursday as a baby mini Friday. So, of course, we are during the dead of summer right now, so I assume, and let me interrupt my own thought here. Snowy is going to have some unfortunate misdrops here, and Snowy topping out at 18,000 points, and once again, just a complete... no, Nico, I'm not a Brit. Thank you. But yeah, Coverdales, you're good here for game number 2. Another unfortunate piece sequence there for Snowy spiraling out of control. So Snowy topping out at 18,000. Coverdales was already good, well beyond 100,000 right now. So all good. Yes. No, I've been keeping track. You're up 2-0 now. All right, so certainly last 5 games here have all been going through in relatively quick succession here, but momentum is now in Coverdale's favor here. We'll see if Snowy can get on the board here in game number 3, but let's count it down once again here. It's going to be 3, 2, 1, Tetris. No disrespect, Nico. You're good. You're not the first person to ask if I was British. So I do find it amusing. But no, I am. The only accent that I may still carry nowadays is maybe a bit of a New Jerseyan accent. It's close ties to that state. Good old New Jersey, the land of endless memes. But I can say that because I'm from New Jersey originally. So, anyway, here, Coverdale's in a bit of an interesting situation this time early on here. I do not have words to describe the board that Coverdale's dealing with right now, but he's trying to build on top of it, build around it, and get it back to a clean state here, but things not quite cooperating here for Coverdale's, and this looks like it's going to be another early top out, and it will be. So this time it is Coverdale's will take the early top out here at 11,000. Snowy already at 79,000 here early on, and Snowy, you are good for game number 3. So GG's. Yep, we are now 2-1 on what has certainly been an unusual series, but hey, in the realm of competitive Tetris, anything is possible. I've gotten to restream many matches over the few months that I've since becoming an active part of the community, but I can certainly say I've seen some interesting stuff here, and hopefully we see some interesting stuff here in game number 4, and both players are ready to go. So let me count it down once again here, starting it off in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And we are off and running here. This time looks like that is the LS opening. So, certainly some interesting pieces to deal with off the bat. All right, as we go through our first 10 or 20 lines here, let's see if I can take a quick gander across the current slate of TNP standings. So I'm curious. So looks like Snowy not recently, still the ongoing, but Snowy just joining the division of Silver 55, home to certainly a few names that I recognize: Liptonek, Wobert, Richard Wolf, and Rory. So Snowy has yet to play in that division, but still solidly in the silver here. But for all intents and purposes, I would say, even despite Snowy's status as a silver player, certainly capable of gold level play, and I would argue the same here for Coverdale's. He's certainly made great strides here in his gameplay over the time I've gotten to know him as a competitor and as an acquaintance in general. Right now, Coverdale's running to a bit of an early struggle here on his board, but once again, just trying to do his best to work around here. Currently at 63,000 for Coverdale's, is a bit high up here. Snowy is at 122,000 and so has the early advantage for the moment. But right now, Coverdale's just trying to ensure that he survives, and with those few burns there, is finally going to get the board back down, and so Coverdale's avoiding another potential early top out here, and so onwards we play for our two competitors here. Nico saying to beat Liptonek on Tuesday, I believe. Yes, I believe that was your matchup on Tuesday. Yeah. Certainly plenty of interesting players here around the TMP scene. I'm grateful to have gotten to come across so many, including the present two who are playing. And Coverdale's is once again in a tough situation here up on the board. And Coverdale's, unfortunately, is going to top out here at 84,000. Snowy at 228,000, so off to a blistering pace. We'll not get the chance to see where that pace could have led to, because Snowy, you're good for game number 4, and we have forced a decider here, and my goodness. The dreaded decider. Feels like every time Coverdale and I end up in any circumstance together. Like, I was even commenting this when Coverdale played his match on Tuesday. I'm like, of course it went to a decider. So, it's Coverdale can't escape them. Oh, my goodness. But here we go. Nico noting that, yes, there's perhaps the potential for a reverse sweep here, Nico, but of course, Coverdale determined to prevent that from being how this match ends. So, for all of the up and down moments that this matchup has had, we throw all of those behind us, because now the best of 5 becomes a best of 1. And hopefully we have one good game here, or at least I'm crossing my fingers for a game to go to transition. But hey, whatever happens here, best of luck to both of our players, of course. Coverdale is asking for a 15 start here. So. Snowy with the I don't even know what that emoji is. Full cry. Okay, that's so Coverdale's is requested for the 15 start here. Looks like Snowy will comply with that. So all right. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, it should be 65 for game 5 here. Yep. So 65270D. All right, so we're gonna build up maximum suspense here with the slightly slower 15 start here. So here we go. One more time, we will count it down. Going in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. All right, so here we go, folks. This is what it all comes down to. The epic duel of the fates here between Coverdale and Snowy. Can Coverdale find redemption here by closing out on a strong note? Or can Snowy pick up a victory against a fellow Silver opponent, and maybe perhaps a prelude for how Snowy will do in his division later on in the TMP scene? We will see how things go here, and fortunately for Snowy, not the most optimal starts here, ending up with a few holes in the stack early on here, but nothing too critical yet. Can still work his way out of this, and that's exactly what Snowy's trying to do right now. And manages to get a long bar down the right side here. And now we'll see how Snowy decides to play. And Snowy might just decide to build right here. This will be 3 off the bottom. That's only going to be good for a triple, but if Snowy sticks with it, this would be... And yep, looks like Snowy is going to try and go for the Tetris here, 3 off the bottom. Meanwhile, Coverdale, a little bit of an interesting tuck set up there, is going to get that tuck. Now Coverdale set up for the Tetris. Right now, both players still relatively low in the scoring here early on, but Snowy, due to perhaps building a bit high up on the board, is a few lines ahead of Coverdale's. Right now it is 50,000 points for Coverdale and 42,000 points for Snowy, so certainly anyone's game here early on, but right now the pieces just not quite cooperating here for Snowy. And Let's see, Snowy now trying to access the column 7 Tetris. And Coverdale's now high up on the board here. I was a bit preoccupied trying to see how Snowy would get out of this. Now Coverdale's fighting for his life up here. And not the best of pieces right now, but he is still working through this. And Coverdale's lead. Oh no, just slightly oversends that L piece, and yeah, Coverdale's is going to top out here at 58,000. Snowy currently at 53,000. That triple puts Snowy 200 points short. Just any line burn should do it here, Snowy. Yep. All right, Snowy is ahead on the scoring now, and we'll take one more Tetris for good measure, and that is going to be how it ends here. So a chaotic set indeed, but after being down 2-0, it will be Snowy Tetris who comes back for the 3-2 victory. So GG's, but certainly kudos here to both of our players. You know, that they certainly didn't have the most ideal of circumstances, but they soldiered through it. You know, hey, at the end of the day, you know, you hate to see anyone lose, but that's how TNP works. There must be winners and there must be losers. Snowy taking a little dirty Tetris here on the victory lap. All right, so the host curse, yeah, M149. I'm telling you, something's going on here. Like, you know, again, as I told Cover, sometimes you just have less than ideal days, but man, you hate to see it. Have a good one, Nico. All right. Of course, that was not the end of our slate here for TNP. We still have one more matchup to go. If I can... So let me first denote that on the Tetris spot for the record. And, oh, right, our last match will still involve Snowy here. But now M149 will be the one stepping up to the plate here to try and put a dent in Snowy's TNP Show performance. Well, the memory served me correctly.
Oh, sorry, I got you off.
Oh, you're good.
Let me set that up for the next match between Snowy and M. Actually, I just realized I did ask M to commentate my match and Snowy.
Yeah, sure. Oh.
I totally forgot about that. It just makes sense that you're on, you're here.
I mean, I was fine either way. I'm always happy to help in any capacity on this show. So.
Yeah. This is funny. I forgot. Sorry,
My apologies as well. You can gladly have the next one, especially if maybe I do challenge Coverdale. Maybe next week. I don't know. I don't want to set anything in stone yet, but.
Yeah, thank you, Matt, for doing this episode's commentary.
Yeah, absolutely.
I hope to see you out there.
You will absolutely see me on Tuesday again.
All right. Until then.
All right.
Okay. So let's get my face off of here. Welcome back in chat math. So we're going to have M. I actually prepped this time and have all the Twitch names and stuff. Let's reset the scores here, and we can get started for first game of this final match. This final game of this show. Yes, are we doing SPS? I assume we are. Usually M likes to do same P sets, so I'm going to get the seed. So your seed is 030960. Both players are ready. Let's get started for game number 1. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Players are off. Man, I've seen this opener before. Fortunate T Mischief from Snowy starting off this game. It sounded like Snowy was having some issues with that during my game. Some early mischiefs, was able to recover. Pretty much from all those mistakes. Or was able to minimize some mistakes, I should say. That's a better not. Oh, M topping out at 27. Snowy, you're good for game number 1. GG's. Very unfortunate. All right, let's get started for game number 2. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. M forgot to increment. We're just going to top out and we're going to start over. Yeah, we're going to go 25 here. Alright, both players are ready. Let's get started again. Take number 2 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Snowy with the Tetris. Ooh, early shift of that Z for Snowy. So these players pretty even at the moment. M currently at 75. Snowy 57. It was 52 each when I made that statement initially. Triple for Snowy. Snowy trying to get this board back to neutrality here. Fortunately, even if Snowy gets this long bar, it's going to be only good for a triple. $173, M Snowy 103. Snowy with the J tuck, waiting for the J. J is not coming. J finally comes. But Snowy's board kind of precarious situation. Going to take a double. But that's the last burn before having to build up high, and yeah, Snowy chooses to build from column 4, which is not a dangerous level, but still, you do not want to be in a situation. However, I didn't even realize this, but M already topped out at 220, at 222. So Snowy, you're in a chase down. Your target is 223. Snowy has work to do to get to 223. Well, actually, not that much. Maybe like 4 or 5 Tetrises. Not even. Another Tetris for Snowy. 193. Hanging that square. That's not good for Snowy. Hangs a long bar, and that's going to be it. Snowy's going to top out. So M, you got game number 2. GG's. Alright, let's get ready for set number 2. Or, not set number 2. Game number 3. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. I know I say this every time. And I know you guys are probably tired of me hearing me say this. But I just love M's profile picture. And even though I'm telling you guys this now, I will say it next week. As long as M is going to be playing on the show, I will say it again. M currently at 47, Snowy 51. Longbar dependent Snowy needs... Oh, it gets Longbar, but one piece too late. So M currently at 79. Snowy 62. Oh, Snowy did not choose to fill in the Longbar dependency. That's very interesting. That could have been overshift. It's in the Longbar. Well reopened. Oh, but M has topped out at 81. So Snowy, once again, you're in a chase down. And with that Tetris, you're good. So it's 2-1. And it's match point for Snowy. Three, two, one, Tetris. Let's see if M can bring this to a decider. Different openers for these players. Snowy will push down points. A lot of weight on that hole for Snowy. Board kind of complicated. It's going to bring it down though. Still, for Snowy's board, is still complicated. Snowy has reopened a well, currently at 15,000. M currently at 18. So M was not able to take advantage of Snowy's dig. And I think M's right. I think I cursed myself. The host curse. Yeah, that was something that I wanted to mention before. I totally forgot. I forget how the curse thing started anyway. But I'm getting distracted here. Let's get back to the game here. I'm currently at 40. Snowy 125. I'm still digging here. Didn't know what to do with that. Z's now parity on M's board. Really messed up here. Needs a lot of specific pieces to recover from this. Nice double. Doesn't look like it's going to be enough though. Oh no, I don't know if anything can get to left side, and that's not good. Yep, nothing's going to get over to the left side, and M's going to top out at 49. So, Snow, you're good for game number 4. GG's. We're both cursed, man. I'm cursed, you're cursed. We gotta do something to fix this. We need to go to a we gotta do something. I don't know what. We need to go to a one of those hypnotists or whatever. I don't know what to call them. Yeah, no problem. Glad you were able to come out and play, Snowy. I know you said you've been wanting to do it for a while. Tetris life coach. Yeah, we need that. I mean, how can I put this? When it comes to my stacking, I just don't feel like I'm too inconsistent, and I don't understand why. Just when I think I think I have a good grasp of it, the next day or the next game, I just seem to make the same mistakes, and it's so frustrating when you practice for hours and hours and you think you're improving, and then you play a comp game and literally everything falls off or up. Everything gets thrown out the window. It's something that, I mean, of course, my stacking has improved over these past, couple of months. In some ways, it's just that it just feels like it's just not enough. What to do? Like, you can only, there's not like, of course you can study tape, but what does that learning all that knowledge mean when you can't execute it in comp? So I'm so at a loss here. Like I'm taking the break now so I can improve my stacking, and playing these games here on the show, I was hoping to get some inroads, or I was hoping to see some improve my stacking, but for most of my games, I don't even think I broke 200k. So it's like, what else do I need to do to improve my stacking? And I just don't know. I really don't. And of course, I'm not deterred. I'm still going to play and stuff, but it's just very frustrating when you just can't get like you just don't see improvement. It's just very frustrating. But what I think I need is to have a more concrete scheme of how to stack. Because, okay, it's one thing to understand the principles, but for me, being able to understand principles and be able to apply it to certain situations is not easy for me. I feel like if I had like a truth table, if I can memorize a truth table of Tetris stacking, I feel like I could be a totally different person. But I don't think anything like that exists, and it's Tetris. Like, you don't really, every situation is going to be different. If you had a truth table for every Tetris possibility, like, the table would be ginormous. So yeah, it's just what can you do at this point? I don't know. I gotta figure it out though, because topping out a lot of, and of course it was the nerves too. Nerves got to me as well, which I need to fix too. But yeah, that's my TED talk. But I'm not really going to send you guys to anywhere. There's nowhere to really send people. I mean, I know the Masters tournament's happening, but I don't feel like doing that. But thanks to everyone for coming out, and I will see you soon. Bye now.